is some of the process of designing a building, multi-story building in ETABS. So first that we have to clearly read the architectural design, because the whole designing of our building is based on it. So you have to read the center to center distance of your beam and column. It was just similar like a grid system. When you're going to construct your grid, or when we before designing our building, what we do, we give a layout of our building. And similarly we do in this software, in CSI ETABS, what we do, we start constructing our grids. It's just similar to that. So first what we are going to do, we are going to lay out our plan. After that we are going to select our units, in which unit we are going to design our building. And nextly we are going to define the properties. What are the properties of FCK, Fi, Fu? These property we are going to define. And after selecting the property of material, we just start selecting our beam column, that what size of beam you are going to give, what column you wanted to give, the size of column, the shape of column. These all things we are going to define. Next, I'm going to show you the elevation, the plan. It's a floor plan, and the similar plan we are going to use for all rest of the stories. I had also shown here the center to center distance of our beam. So you are able to see the center to center distance of our beam, which I had shown here. And here I had used two different color for highlighting for my grid system, for highlighting my beam of different sizes. So here I am going to use two different color for our different sizes. You are able to see the plan, the elevation part, and here we are having bottom story plus ground story plus 5 floors. Total we are having 7 stories here. It's become, the first is my basement, then the ground floor for the parking system which I am going to use, and this then first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor and fifth floor. So here I had shown you the plan, the architectural plan of our building. Now we are going to start our analysis on ETABS. So let's begin our analysis in CSI ETABS. First we are going for the file, new model, and here we are going to define that user built in, and I'm going to use US SI units, Indian code as IS 2007 and 456 for RCC and steel designing. So what you have to do, you have to define your grid system. So go for the defining grid system. Here I am going to add some more grids. I wanted the more grid here, so I add on the grid in X and Y, both the directions. Now we are going to see the value, and these value we are going to place here. So the first value is 10 feet and 6.3 inches. Similarly, I am going to feed my values in feet and inches, and automatically it converted into meter. So here I am writing all the value, all the grid value, all the spacing between the grids which I had mentioned there in my architectural view, and the similar thing I am writing here. So I am feeding my data here by using my architectural view. You have to write the similar data for the grid system. Similarly, we can also say that here we are going to lay out our plan. So similarly we are going to do, okay, we completed all the values in X axis direction. Now we go for the Y axis direction. So this is our Y axis, and these data we are going to feed in y-axis column. So here we are going to begin with 8 feet and 6.7 inches. As I am increasing my grid system, the small dialog box, you are able to see the small dialog box, it was also changing, the distance is changing with respect to my feeding. So as I am writing my data, similarly the data was changing there, and the number of grids are also increasing. So here I am completing my all the values of which are required for my grid system. Here you are able to see that the bubble size are too large, so I decreases some of the size of my bubbles. And here we are going to write the number of stories that we are having, 7. The typical height of a story, we are having 5 floor and 7 stories, and the typical height of a story, that is the height of all our building, matlab the height of rest of the floors. And I am having the basement height as 9 inches, so I am mentioning here 9 inches for my basement height. Okay, so here we had defined the grid system. You are able to see the plan in 3D view that we had defined. Our grid system is completed. Now let me save my file as G+5 building. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we are going to define our material property as FCK, FY and FU. So here I am going for the defining material property. I am adding new property for the concrete system, and I wanted M25 concrete, so I added here. And similarly you can also use the lightweight concrete from here. Okay. After that I am going to define my rebar property as HYSD var 500 D500, and here okay, I had selected my both the properties, concrete and rebars. The nextly what you have to do, after defining the property, we are going to select the material, we are going to select our section plan. So first we are going to construct the column and then the beam, and I wanted to use the rectangular column, so I am writing here column and the values. And here what we have defined, our material is M25 concrete, and we are going to write here the value 9 inches. The above value is always in the bigger value we are going to use for the above. And here I am defining my rebars. As you change the value of your rebars, number of rebars, if you are going to change here on the time, these rebars are changed. And if similarly if I write here 5 the time, okay, you are able to see the difference. Next we are going to define our property for the beam section, so I am going to write here beam, and the size of beam, we are having to the two size of beam, so differently we are going to we have to define the different property for them. And here you have to select that beam property. Okay, now we are going to select our next beam. Here I am going to write my beam, and the size of my beam is 9 into 12 inches. Depth is always more, greater one, and breadth is smaller one. Modified M3 beam designing HYSD var. Okay. So here we have defined all our beam column. Now next what we have to do? Next we have to model. Next we have to model our building. So it just similar. We are going to construct our building we are going to construct our beams and columns here. So let us define the beam and column. For the defining of beam and column, we have to go for defining, or you can also use the similar manner. So these beams, these column, you are able to see the column. Here I am having two different orientation columns. So here we have to define the column separately. I am selecting here all story. Whatever I am going to apply on this plan, it was automatically applied on our rest of the stories. So here you have to column, okay. The similarly you can also select it by here. The same thing it was given here and here. So let me start. So what you have to do, you have to see your design very carefully while drawing your column. So frequently you can see your drawing and just define the similar column at the similar position, the grid system. Here you are able to see the staircase also. Okay, so I am viewing by architectural drawing, so that I don't want to make any changes in my analysis. So that's why I am selecting my all the columns here at their original position, defined position. So almost we have completed all the values. These three values are left out, so I just assigning these columns, this column and this one. Okay, so we had almost completed these columns, we had assigned these columns. Now what we are going to do, we are going to assign the rest of the column which was mentioned here. So I am defining my rest of the column. Okay, so these column we have defined. Now we are going to define the different orientation columns. So what you have to do, you have to write here 90 degree. On that time the similar column size is oriented at 90 degree. So okay, okay. So here I also done a mistake. I have to remove these columns and I am going to write here as a 0, and we are going to assign these columns in the different grid system. So here I completed my session. Okay, correct. Now we are going to write here 90 degree orientation. We had changed our orientation and we are going to draw the column at 90 degree oriented column. So you can also make your column so I am viewing my my architectural design, so that I can define my column in correct manner. You can also follow these steps with me. We have to remove this. Oh, let me check it one more time. Okay, it was correct. Okay. So we had completed all our columns, all our column plan. We had completed here. You are able to see that we had completed all our column and plan here and the similar 3D view. If I'm going to change my, if I'm going to see the 3D view, if I am going to change my plan, on that time you are able to see the similar grid system and the similar columns and beam which we had defined are here. So almost we had completed. I'm also showing you the elevation view. Okay, I can also highlight it, and here I'm going to, okay, so it's completed. Now what we have to do, we have to define our beams, and we are having the orientation of two different beams. So on the time what you have to do, you have to go for the quick beam drawing, and here you have to select the similar beam of the size which you have to go, which you are going to assign here. So the most easy way, by using it, you can define your beams. We can select the beam, the number of beam which we have to assign, and automatically you are able to see I'm assigning my beams by using these techniques. So you can also use these short techniques for the quick construction of your building within very less time. So instead of selecting my beam one by one, I'm selecting all the beam which I had required for my designing purpose. Almost I had completed my beam designing also. Now what you have to do, you have to change the beam size, and we are going to assign these beams one by one. So here I am using my beam which having the different size system. So here I am selecting and drawing my beams. If you make any change in the beam column, on the time what you feel that the analysis was not correct, on the time the analysis is affected, and we don't want that. So here I am drawing all my beam column, and I had completed all my beam columns here. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we have to construct the slab system here. So before that I'm going to show you the plan, because I have to make some changes in my first story where I had I have to construct my parking system. So on the time what I have to do, I have to select my beams. For single story system I'm doing these thing. So I'm selecting these beams and I don't want them. I'm just deleting these beams. So just select it out and delete. But it will not affect the rest of the plan. You are able to see the rest plan having the beam, having the symmetrical smaller beam here. Only I had changed the single plan, and for that you have to select one story. Now we are going to assign our slab system. So we are going to select the slab and we are going to draw that. And here what you have to do, here you have to define the material property for your slab, the size and the material property. So here I'm writing here 5 inches slab and 5 inches slab M25, and membrane here I'm writing 5 inches. Okay, so here we had completed all our designing and defining part. And what you have to do, you have to select the similar story here. So I'm selecting here similar story and going to construct our slab. So you're able to see the 3D view of your slab. But okay, here you have to select the similar slab. Which slab you have assigned, the 5 inches slab, so you have to select the 5 inches slab for the construction. So here I'm drawing my 5 inches slab here. You're able to see the 3D view, the similar view, all the floors having beams, a column and slab. So finally we are going to save our we had defined all the properties. Now what you have to do, we are going to construct the staircase. I love this part because it is too interesting. And here I am going to show how can you draw the staircase within few seconds. It's too easy if you understand on the time. So first what you have to do, you have to remove your slab system from all the stories. After removing your slab, we are going to construct our staircase. So I'm zooming here this part. You are able to see I had removed my slab from the here, this 4 5 and similarly 4 5. So the 3D view, and if you are going to make any change in your plan on the time, similarly your 3D view is also impacted by it. So here what you have to do, we are going to assign one more grid system. Why we are assigning one more grid system? Because we have to give the landing, and for the landing what you have to do, you have to define a one more grid system here. So I am adding one more grid, and the size of the grid is similar. It was that was given in my story height, and 9, what we are going to do, 9 plus 5 feet and 6 inches. So here I am writing 9 plus 5 6. Okay, 9 feet is 2.74, 5.6, 1.67. Okay, so we are going to add these two values, it become 4.3. Okay, so why I'm assigning one more grid here, this grid I'm assigning for the landing system, so that we can have a base for our designing. So you are going to refer G1 reference plan. Okay, so what you have to do, we are going to apply. Okay, we are going to make, what we are going to make, a beam, a quick beam we are going to make here. So here I am selecting my beam system, and here I am placing this beam is for the landing, which I am going to provide. Let me highlight it out so that you are having the clear view of it. ये जो हमने यहाँ पे बीम दिया है, ये लैंडिंग के लिए दिया है. ओके, और ये क्यों दिया है? ये इसलिए दिया है जिसमें हमें एक बेस मिल सके हमारे स्टेयरकेस को डिज़ाइन करने के लिए. सो यू आर एबल टू सी दिस बीम. आई एम zooming here. This beam, this one. So it's just similar beam. And why we have assigned this beam? I'm going to assign this beam for my staircase. Now nextly what we are going to do, we are going to define our slab system, the landing slab. So I'm defining here the slab for the landing. But before designing, what we have to take the reference point of it. So I am writing here the reference points. We can also write 1067 here as a reference point. I converted the value of it in meter, so it's become in mm. It's in mm. Okay, so here I am going to assign these points for my building. You have to see this thing very carefully, that where I am assigning that, वो जो हमने बेस बनाया था इसके पहले बीम का, वहाँ पे असाइन करा. उसके बाद हम कहाँ चले गए? वी गो फॉर द बॉटम स्टोरी. बॉटम स्टोरी पे भी हम क्या करेंगे? सिमिलरली यहाँ पे वाई एक्सिस में हम क्या करेंगे? हमारी ग्रिड डिफाइन कर लेंगे और अ रेफरेंस पॉइंट वी आर गोइंग टू कंस्ट्रक्ट हियर. सो नाउ वी आर गोइंग फॉर द अपर स्टोरी. पहले बेस, फिर उसके बाद बेस से लोअर स्टोरी, और अभी हम अपर स्टोरी पे हैं. यहाँ पे भी हम क्या कर रहे हैं? डिफाइन कर रहे हैं हमारे वाई एक्सिस को. अब हम कहाँ गए? लोअर स्टोरी में आ गए. ये हमारा बेसमेंट है, मतलब बीच वाली स्टोरी जहाँ पे हम लैंडिंग देने वाले हैं. सो वी हैड मेक द पॉइंट from where we wanted to construct our slab. So here you are able to see the slab system. Now nextly what we are going to do, we are going to make a slab, a ramp walk for my staircase. So for that what you have to do, here I have to assign the y-axis value also. So here I am defining my y-axis value as 1067, and I am going to define one more point here, and also one more point from here. Okay, now we are going to construct the slab. And how can we draw the ramp walk? Let us see that. What you have to do, you have to select the first point, then we are going for the lower. So here we are going to select the lower story point, then lower to we are going for the upper story or the landing point. So here I had completed my staircase. The similarly we are going to do for the next staircase, the next ramp walk which we are going to construct. First you have to select the lower part, then the upper story part. After selecting the upper story part, you are going for the lower story, and here you completed your staircase. तो यहाँ पे मैंने बताया कि किस तरीके से आप staircase को बनाना चाहते हैं. Now I am going to show you, if you don't want to make the staircase for one story, हर एक story में अगर आप staircase को नहीं बनाना चाह रहे हैं, on that time what you are going to do, I am going to show you here. उसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे? सबसे पहले तो हम यहाँ पे सिलेक्ट कर लेंगे हमारी staircase को. सो व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, आई एम सेलेक्टिंग माय staircase बाय पॉइंट आई एम सेलेक्टिंग माय staircase. तो जो भी जॉइंट है उनको सिलेक्ट कर लो. जॉइंट को इसलिए सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं जिससे हमारा पूरा का पूरा staircase कॉपी हो करके बाकी स्टोरी में हम इसको पेस्ट कर सकें. So I am selecting here the joint system. I am selecting all the required joint of our staircase. So I had completed it. मैंने सारे joint, सारे slabs को क्या कर लिया है, कॉपी आउट कर लिया है. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू पेस्ट इट आउट टू ऑल माई स्टोरीज. सो हियर आई एम गोइंग टू अप्लाई. जो भी स्टोरी में आप अप्लाई करोगे उसी अकेले स्टोरी में अप्लाई होगा. जिस तरीके से अभी 7th स्टोरी में अप्लाई हुआ है, बट वी हैव टू सिलेक्ट all the story, all the rest of the story. On the time only we are able to define our slab, our staircase for rest of the building. So what I am doing here, one more time I am going to tell how can we design a staircase, how can we copy out our staircase. What you have to do, you have to select all the joint. After selecting the body of your staircase, so I am selecting here my joints. यहाँ joints select करने के बाद हम कहाँ जाएंगे, वहाँ जाने के बाद हमें क्या करना है, स्टोरी में जाके हमें बाकी रेस्ट फ्लोर के लिए अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. और जैसे ही आप इसको अप्लाई करोगे तो आपको क्या देखने को मिलेगा कि जैसे हमने यहाँ पे सिलेक्ट कर लिया है, इसके बाद हम क्या कर रहे हैं, अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. तो ये देखिए, ये पूरा हमारा क्या हो गया, अप्लाई हो गया पूरा रेस्ट स्टोरीज में. सो यू आर एबल टू सी दैट द सिमिलर स्टेयर केस वी हैड कंस्ट्रक्टेड. सो आई एम शोइंग यू the staircase which we had defined here, which we had constructed here. Just symmetrical staircase we had constructed. So here you are able to see the staircase. We had completed almost the designing part. Now we have to give the open story system. You can also see it in 3D view and elevation. Okay. Now nextly what you have to do, in the next step we have to make this opening. Now we are going to construct this opening. और मैं ये भी बताऊंगी किस तरीके से आपको ये opening को define करना है. तो opening is just similar like a wall. So what we are going to do, we are going to define and here you have to write the similar value which was mentioned there in the architectural view. So here I am having 6 inches or 6 feet 6 inches in y direction, and in x direction it just 9. So here you have to define, here we are going to define the spacing between these walls 375. If you are having any confusion on the time, you can see the value that was mentioned here, ly, lx, and the similar value and the similar values we are going to add here. I wanted to use a 9 inches wall, so I am here changing my data here. So okay, now I am going to place it at 90 degree. So I am going to place this for 90 degree. Okay, minus 190, minus 90 I am using. Okay, so we are going to place this opening at its position, at the required position. So you are able to see that we have constructed, that we had constructed it out.